The Farmer and His Faithful Dove, a story of gratitude. In a quiet village surrounded by golden wheat fields lived a kind old farmer named Mr. Harlan. He spent his days caring for his crops and helping his neighbors, even when his pockets were nearly empty. Everyone in the village knew Mr. Harlan for his gentle smile, his old straw hat, and the tiny white dove that perched on his shoulder wherever he went. The dove's name was Lumi, and she had lived with Mr. Harlan ever since he rescued her as a tiny nestling. One stormy night, years ago, Lumi had fallen out of her nest. Mr. Harlan found her trembling under the rain and took her home. He fed her, dried her feathers, and kept her warm. From that day on, Lumi never left his side. She was small, but her loyalty was big. But one year, the village faced a terrible drought. Rain refused to fall, the earth cracked under the burning sun, and Mr. Harlan's crops began to wither. Day after day, the farmer watered them with whatever he could carry, but his precious wheat continued to fade. His neighbors whispered sadly, "He will lose everything. How will he survive without his harvest?" Still, Mr. Harlan did not give up. "As long as I try, there is hope," he said softly. Lumi watched his struggle. She wished she could help, but she was only a dove. She couldn't carry buckets of water. She couldn't make it rain. Yet she remembered his kindness, and she felt grateful. She decided she must do something. That evening, when the sun was low and Mr. Harlan sat wearily beside his empty well, Lumi took off into the sky. She flew farther than she ever had before, over meadows, rivers, and distant farms. At last, she found a sparkling blue pond beneath a tall willow tree. She dipped her beak into the cool water and carried a single drop back to Mr. Harlan's field. Then she brought another. And another. All night long, Lumi flew back and forth, dropping tiny bits of water onto the soil. It seemed impossible that such little drops could matter, but Lumi didn't stop. Although her wings ached, her heart was full of gratitude, and that gave her strength. Just before sunrise, something amazing happened. A tiny sprout pushed its way through the soil where Lumi had dropped her water. Then another sprout. And another. The morning light revealed a patch of green hope among the dry, dying wheat. Mr. Harlan gasped when he saw it. "Lumi. Did you do this?" he whispered. The little dove nuzzled his cheek. Mr. Harlan gently stroked her feathers with tears in his eyes. "You gave what you could, and it was enough." Inspired by Lumi's effort, the neighbors joined in. They took turns bringing buckets of water to help save the crops. Together, the villagers managed to bring the field back to life. When harvest season arrived, the wheat grew tall and strong again. Mr. Harlan shared his harvest with everyone, saying, "This field grew because of kindness, small acts can save big dreams." The villagers cheered, and Lumi fluttered happily across the golden sky, her feathers shining like sunlight. Sparkle's moral of the story: no act of kindness is ever too small. Even the smallest effort, done with gratitude, can make a big difference.